Hey guys, Shane here, and I haven't done a discussion video in a little bit, and something had actually come across my phone. One of the little alerts pop up, and I actually saw something on Twitter, and it's just, if you can guess by the this topic and description down below, I'm going to talk about the criticisms of Marvel and how they keep getting compared to Scorsese films, Scorsese-esque films, even films that win awards like the Golden Globes that just popped up. Actually, did you know Deadpool was actually a Golden Globe nominee? I have no idea for what category, but I find it interesting. So, before I begin this, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down at the bottom. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. So, I call it the Scorsese conundrum, where Martin Scorsese had made comments, and I'm pretty sure I had mentioned this before when talking about The Boys showrunner, saying how Marvel kind of oversaturated things. He was saying that anybody can do this. There's so many of these films. There's not a lot of substance to them. X, Y, and Z. And honestly, I don't even feel like fighting that battle, even if there is a battle to be fought with that, because and this is coming from a person who enjoys comic book films. I've loved them since obviously I was a kid. Uh, Probably one of my most favorite movies of all time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 film, the second Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. I love these type of films, but it begs it begs to be said. You can watch other things. Truly, uh, Disney Marvel. I have to make that distinction is Disney Marvel. So it's Disney's studios, then they own Marvel. So that means even when Fox was doing Deadpool movies, Marvel was still getting a cut of it because it's still a Marvel property. Uh, Spider Man's rights are kind of the movie rights. Actually, technically, the rights to Spider Man period is with Sony, but Marvel was still able to make comic books. They still make revenue off of that. So even when you make something like Into the Spider Verse, the funds are still in circulation on Marvel's side. The money is not the issue. It is folks. Apparently, folks believe, or folks are putting onto other people that everyone believes the Marvel movies are so big and so great, and they're amazing, and they're better than anything out there. I'm pretty sure there are people who are doing that. Pretty sure there are people who are under the age of 24 that are doing it because this is the movies they grew up with. Uh, Being a black guy myself, I grew up with a lot of the films that my parents were watching or that they were showing me. Movies like Hollywood Shuffle, Harlem Nights, Coming to America, Boomerang, even some films that I probably shouldn't have been watching, like Booty Call. The type of films I particularly watch are, action films, these comic book films, and I enjoy comedy movies. Every once in a while, I do sit down and watch a think piece or a think piece or a biopic. Um, some of most of Chadwick Boseman's movies, honestly, things that you're supposed to sit down and revere the acting, revere the storytelling, look at this person's life through history, or even things that are just supposed to make you think, which is most of Martin Scorsese's movies. Marvel movies aren't really there's subtlety in these movies, sure, but depending on the director, of course. Depending on the director, of course. There's some subtlety to these movies at times, and hell, they're very, very entertaining. A lot of people, and I get you people out there who just need something to turn your brain off to. I get it. I'm like that too. But every once in a while, you really should be watching other things. But I guess one of the underlying problems is that I've noticed over the past, what is this, 2021? I'll go as far as saying 2015 or 2016. There's been this hate Disney train that has just been chugging along, and it's not even people who are in finances or people who are in these big businesses like Sony or Fox. They're like, we're not gonna let you bully us and push us around. Which I got to be honest with you, people out there who are saying that, one, if you're saying the Fox X-Men movies were better than the Marvel movies, you're delusional, flat out. Two, I don't know why people are cheering for one conglomerate or another. These are companies that do not really care about you. They just want your money. Sure, a producer like Kevin Feige, he cares about what the fans think. He wants these movies to be as authentic to the comics as possible, using the source material. Sure, he cares. His bosses do not care. Disney does not care about you. Sony does not care about you. Apple does not care about you. These people, they care about your money. Okay? Sure, they might give money to charity and things of that nature, but they don't care. So again, if you're riding this hate train just because it's the hip thing along with cancel culture, and people being fake woke and things of that nature, then sure, ride the wave if it makes you happy. It's kind of sad, but sure, it makes you happy. I mean, most of us, and us, I mean people who are in my generation a little bit before and a little bit after, we grew up with Disney movies. We grew up with Lion King, Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, Cinderella, etc., etc., 101 Dalmatians, Toy Story. You know, that's why you have grown people, being my friends, going into Toy Story 3, even though it's packed and we had the most awkward seats, we still went in there and watched it because it's something we grew up with. You know, I did do a movie review on Soul. Really good movie. Won a Golden Globe. Haha. So it should be of no surprise that people who grew up with these movies, they enjoy these movies. But I don't. You know, if you want to hate it, you can. I don't really care. If you want to compare it to Scorsese films, I don't know why. The only Disney Marvel movie that really speaks on the social level and things that are going on in the inner workings of society is Black Panther. Ryan Coogler did an amazing job of making me care about a character that I didn't like because of, not just because of the type of character he was, but because of things I went through in my life. Uh, I don't plan on making this video alone, but I'll share a little anecdote with you. I was told by someone from Nigeria while I was in college that me and other black Americans are diluted. Yeah, that type of thing plays into a person, and that didn't add to me not liking Black Panther. I just like the character for various reasons, but a person like Ryan Coogler made me watch this movie and actually feel some type of togetherness with black people around the world. That is an amazing film that deserves all of its accolades, all of its awards. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, because you did something astounding. And if it takes a movie like that to get everybody else to look at his other movies, you know, him being James Brown and being Jackie Robinson, he's done a lot of good work. And actually, he won the Golden Globe posthumously for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which I'm still getting myself ready to watch that. It's gonna be an emotional thing for me to watch him on screen. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I know if I cried on Stan Lee's last appearance in Into the Spider Verse, I know this movie's gonna grab me really hard. So uh, I got me a list of things down here. Wow, I've already carried most of these. And one other thing that I saw on Twitter that made no sense, but it garnered a lot of retweets and a lot of people comments. And someone says that the MCU films are pro-military or pro-establishing of military and military propaganda. And even the person who made the tweet says, if you're if you're replying to this defending Disney or the Marvel films, don't even bother. I'm not listening to you. All right, one, don't give a cold take. Sorry, don't give a take, and you don't want anybody to reply to it because either you're a troll or you just don't have thick skin. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reply like some other people. I'm not going to send a link for this because I don't do that kind of thing. Try to search for it yourself if you can. Search keywords. I doubt if you find it, but that's fine. So, one some of the replies were someone said, "Yeah, when I saw a blue man coming down from the sky saying I'm Mary Poppins, y'all, it really made me want to join the Air Force." Or what was another good one? When I saw that kid do a backflip in a spider costume, it really told me I need to join the armed forces. Look, I have family and friends who have been and are currently serving in our military. They're doing a great service for all of us. a lot of people would not, and could not do this. So one, don't look down on them. Just don't do that, please. Two, let's see. In the comics, in the comic books, and in these movies, you have Captain Rogers, Captain Danvers. Uh, Also, now you have Captain Rambeau. You have all these people who have some type of rank, not just in Air Force and military and other government organizations. I don't see anything in these films that are saying like you should join a military, you should join these organizations. Essentially, they are showing or trying to show that these are the best of the best people. Steve Rogers, when he started the Howling Commandos in the first Captain America movie, this is World War II. This is 1940s. Make sure my history is right. 1940s, right, guys? Right. In his group, he had a French guy, a Japanese guy who they were at war with, a black guy. He had a bowler cap wearing Englishman. He also had I believe they have a Russian guy. They had one other guy in that group. The black guy and the Japanese guy, who, by the way, the Japanese guy he is the great grandfather of Peter Parker's principal. He is actually, you see his picture in the first Spider-Man movie, the Homecoming movie. But I digress. Those are two characters that, at that time, Steve Rogers would be calling the black guy all sorts of N words, hard R, and he probably wouldn't trust the Japanese guy because they were putting those guys in America in internment camps because hey, you're Japanese, you're still with the enemy, right? Even though most of those people were born on American soil or rightfully got their citizenship, but I digress. A person, or should I say a character like Steve Rogers, is to show the best of the best, what America should be. You should be fighting for everyone's freedom. You should be expecting or believing in the best of everyone, regardless of ethnicity, gender, uh, sexual orientation, what your religious beliefs are. Didn't put in race because we're all one human race. It's your ethnicity, it's your background. You should see the best in people, and that's honestly what he stood for, what he stands for as a character. Guys, these characters are just there to, yeah, they're more or less perpetuating either the director or the writer's beliefs. It's the same thing with Superman. Superman essentially actually is a Jewish character. He has the curl, and the first thing he ever did was punch Hitler. So are you telling me that Superman is pro anti fascism? Because technically he is. I mean, fuck Nazis. Pardon my language, but it's true. So, guys, if you're gonna make takes, just sometimes you gotta take yourself out of this, and you gotta take 2 steps back. Look at what you're saying. Why are you saying it? And if you think it might garner issues, instead of making another post saying don't reply to this because I don't care, how about you just not make your post? I don't know. It was related to Marvel, and I was thinking about the Scorsese thing, so I decided to throw it in there. But guys, let me know what you think. Do you look? Do you like these Marvel movies? I gotta be honest. A lot of times, I don't even like making videos based on these things because everyone does this. There's so much muddied waters on this topic, and so many people who think they know, but they don't know, like the ins and outs of the comics and XYZ, XYZ. Like one of the best takes I've seen on WandaVision so far. Spoiler: if for some reason you have not caught up, Wanda literally building walls around herself is a metaphor about how through grief and despair you unknowingly put up walls in yourself. And if a person can gather that just from visually seeing something like this, that's astounding. Let them have that. You can go watch your think piece. They can go watch their Marvel, and we can all be happy. All right. So thank you once again for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think down below on this whole topic. I really do appreciate the comments, and it actually really does help me. Remember to give this a like. When you also subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified of more videos like this. Do this every Thursday. And please share the video so other people can listen to some think pieces like this. I'm throwing a think piece right now on comic book movies, which are technically made by the makers of Mickey Mouse. What a time to be alive. As always, be good, be blessed, wash your hands, wear your mask, be good to yourself, be good to others, please. Black Lives Matter, and I will definitely see you next time.